Hey there, we are back on the porch having coffee with my dog Olaf, and I wanted to talk to you today about a mindset that can happen when you are thinking about a career. It's beautiful today, so you're going to hear a lot of planes. That mindset is that your career is a very static thing. It's an old mindset from back when careers were more stable for some people. It's a very small subset of people that had a job for 30 years and then just retired. A lot of people had different jobs. It's just not that talked about. So the mindset of your career being one static thing and you having to choose one forever amen thing, I find to be a really a mindset that's not very helpful. Instead, consider thinking of your career as something that's fluid, something that maybe there's an overarching theme, maybe there are several overarching themes, and all of the things that you've ever wanted to do can fit under that umbrella. And sometimes they work together, sometimes they work in concert, sometimes they're unrelated, but they support each other. And I'll give you an example. So I love this job. I love helping people find work that is at least neutral and hopefully that they love going to, because it really changes your life. Going to a job you hate is destructive for your health, your mental well-being, your relationships, and everything. And I've experienced it personally. I have family members who have experienced it, friends. Frankly, most people experience it. And so it's one of the things I care about in life. I also really care about having adventures myself. Sometimes I just want to go have the adventure, but sometimes I want to do that for a job. And one of the mindsets I caught myself in was, now I have this job. I have to say no to all of those things I wanted. And I had thought that for a while until I realized one day, there's nothing that says I can't have this job and those other jobs that I want to do, because a lot of them are just short-term jobs. I just want to do it for a season, or I just want to do it for the experience for a little bit. I don't think I want it to be my whole career, but I really want the experience. For example, I would love to work on a commercial fishing boat. I would love the experience and the education and the knowledge of what it's like to work on a fishing boat. I don't think I want to own a boat. I don't think I want to be a boat captain. I don't think I want it to be my lifelong career, but I've wanted that experience for a really long time. There are lots of jobs like that, are sort of adventure jobs. I'd love to work in Antarctica. I would love to work in Greenland. I would love to work on Svalbard and all the Nordic places. And I don't just want to go there and visit as a tourist. I really want to work there and be there for a while and really dig into that experience. But again, I don't think I want that for my whole life, and I'm not willing to give up this job because I love it so much. So then the question becomes, how do I do both? How do I set up this business so that allows me to do that? What jobs that are in fishing or in Antarctica or in polar caps can I do that fits into this model? And that's a much more interesting mindset. It's a much more interesting problem to solve, that because it becomes a problem to solve, not a dream that I can't have, that I need to grieve. And that's the switch I want you to consider. Consider switching from, I have to have this one career forever and ever, amen, and that means I can't do the other things I like to do, or I can't, have other jobs that I want to have. Some people really want to have a big variety of jobs because it's fun and interesting. I'm one of those people, and you might be too. And I just want you to start thinking about, how could you do both? Is there a way that you could do both? How would you solve that problem? Because that'll start your mind thinking, and you actually might end up thinking of new opportunities. More things might lay out in front of you, and it might jiggle that old mindset of a 30-year job and then we retire. Because that's really something that is an old archaic way of thinking, and the more fluid, dynamic, interesting career is kind of the one we're going for. So I hope that helps. I hope that gives you something to think about. Talk to you soon.